The best way I've found to learn a solo is to just take it bit by bit. That way you can memorize just a few notes or a few bars and work on it over and over until you know it. Just like memorizing a poem or you know, lyrics to a song, it's the same thing. The first 4 bars of the solo is a lick that you can't really break up into any smaller amounts than that. So, 1, 2. Lick 1. The next 4 bars we can actually divide into 2, make it even easier. The easier the better, right? So we're going to take the next bar into the next 4 bar phrase into 2 pieces. Right? Again. And then that 4 bar phrase ends with okay, so the third phrase we're going to break down into 2 sections. So the first part is the nasty little thing with the tongue, flutter tongue. And then now we're winding up to the big ending here. And the final one. 2 or 3 things there that we could work on. The first one, the most obvious one, is the flutter tongue. It's kind of growly. That as opposed to you could do a bit of a growl behind the flutter tongue, but to make it even nastier and dirtier. But the thing of that lick there is the flutter tongue, which is just first couple of notes don't have it. It gives you a chance to get into it and then start fluttering. And while you're fluttering your tongue, you don't actually hit the notes with your tongue to differentiate the different notes, as in regular, you know, tonguing the notes. You just flutter away. And towards the end of that lick, you back off the fluttering a bit and get back into the regular tonguing again. Couple of scoops there on the, if you can count along, 26, 27, 28, the 29th bar, the first bar of the last phrase. So, on that high note, that high E flat concert, you just scoop it. It sounds so much better than if you were just to play the note dead on straight. It's kind of square that way. You wanna, you know, dig into it by scooping it. So by scooping it, you just hit it underneath where it would normally be, like it's going to be flat, but then you scoop into it. And the last lick goes to a high G, and on the tenor that's a high A, which is an altissimo note, which is out of the range. It's a minor third already higher than the last regular note of the horn. If you don't have the altissimo together yet, there's no reason to not be playing the solo, and that's why I transposed it or made a transcription of the octave below. So you can jump down at that particular point, or you can play the whole solo an octave lower for now until you get your altissimo range a little bit better. That's it. Well, the good news is all the stuff you're learning here you can recycle. Meaning just because you're learning the licks and the solo from a particular song like Brown Sugar in this case, doesn't mean you can't pull it out and use it in other songs, like any rock song or blues song really. Just for fun, I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to take the backing tracks off right now and just play along with my recorded saxophone solo for Brown Sugar. But what I'm going to do is play the chords on the piano, the 1-4-5 typical blues progression, instead of the Brown Sugar progression, which was minor 3-1, flat 6, flat 7-1. So check it out.